It is a fun way to spend time with your kids or your grandkids, but they can also learn a lot from doing arts and crafts.
That is right. And QC Live Cheryl Brayboy is live in Fortmill this morning at a new art studio. Hey, Cheryl.
Hey guys, yeah, we are at Créatif in Fortmill. It's been open a few months now, and TJ is the owner. He's also the head artiste here, and he's gonna show me how to enliven the inner artist in me. I am not the best when it comes to art, but TJ says there is in fact a way to really sort of pull out that inner artist and perfect the craft. We're using technology today to do that. And TJ, tell me about this, how you use this kind of technology to sort of help people who are not innately creative become creative.
Well, on our iPads here, we have tutorials that will show you every little step that you need to take to create such masterpieces like this. It goes really quickly, but you watch it all the way through, and then you go back and you pause as you fulfill the steps. We're going to be painting the pelican today, and we are up to this part right here, where we need to paint our pelican.
All right, cool.
If you'd like to sit down and...
What I like about this is that it's not just the technology. You can kind of use technology at home, but what's cool about this space is you're actually working with someone who has some skill. So you're going back and forth between the technology and then the human being who knows how to do it as well. All right, so I'm just gonna place this here. I'll place it here. Right. And then we're gonna sit down, we're gonna make this pelican. This is a craft, you guys, for kids. The kids in your life, maybe your kids, your grandkids, your godchildren, the neighbors down the street, but you're looking for some kind of fun activity that's easy and that's not frustrating and that's super fun. All right,
so right now we're gonna go ahead and get some pink on our brush, and we're gonna go ahead and paint the pelican's body.
Okay, going for the body, you guys, and I see the stencil here, but I'm also listening to the sound of TJ's voice, otherwise known as Thomas Blamire, who's running the show here. Tell me a little bit about your journey, Thomas, through art.
I've been an artist all my life. I have been painting and drawing for as long as I can remember. I wanted to bring some kind of art to Fortmill because it is something very enjoyable that the whole family should do and should be doing together as well. It creates great memories when everybody's together. We are here in Créatif, we believe that you're going to be bringing something home that's memorable and that you'll remember this experience for a very, very long time.
One cool thing about art, especially for kids, is that it's not just about the art, putting colors on a canvas, but it's also about building character, right? Being confident in yourself and your abilities. Talk to me a little bit about your journey through art and how you're able to share those skills and those lessons with the children who come in here.
Well, art is an experience. It's something that you do and you practice and you continue doing and you can continue it throughout life. It's something that you will be able to practice no matter where you are, what you're doing.
So I'm pushing play because I want to see what the next step is here. We have about 60 seconds to go.
Gotcha. Well, you also want to put some of the pink into this area where this is his.
Okay, so the lighter pink?
Yeah.
Can I borrow some of your water?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Is there something different about painting alone and as opposed to painting with a group? I know folks come in here as a group, they've got the parents, they've got the children. It seems like it could be a really great bonding experience for the family.
That's what we're trying to do here, where you're coming in and you're having the experience together, and you will remember your experience that you're having here for ages. You're going to have your painting in your room, and every time you look at it, you're going to be remembering the time that you came to Créatif, did the artwork with your friends and family, and how fun and enlightening it was.
One thing I will say that is super enlightening, we are making the same painting, but yours is very different than mine. Yours looks better, as a matter of fact, than mine, TJ.
I appreciate that.
But you do see a little bit of individuality, and that is important.
Exactly. Yeah, everybody's experience will be different. Everybody will create a painting, but it'll be also the way they do it. Every brush stroke is is a sentence, and you are creating a masterpiece of motion.
I love that.
And design
I
as
love
you
that.
paint.
Okay, you've done a really brilliant job. You guys, each stroke is a sentence. I'm learning as I go. I'm going to continue this throughout the show today, but coming up in just a little bit, we're heading to the adult section of the studio. We're going to learn how to make ceramics, right? We're going to be painting ceramics. Kristen, Mary, back to you.
I love it, Cheryl. You are doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you.
She's always so unsure of her skills, and it
know.
always works out really well.
Always works out.
All right, arts and crafts aren't just for kids. We do crafts here all the time, whether we like it or not, and it can really be a way to connect with your thoughts and your feelings, believe it or not. Let's get back out to QC Life's Dr. Cheryl Brayboy, live in Fort Mill this morning, getting crafty. What are you working on now, Cheryl?
Yeah, ceramics, Kristen. As an adult, I want to be able to tap into my inner child, and so I'm learning how to paint ceramics with the folks here at Créatif in Fort Mill. So check out some of the options. Beautiful dinosaur here, right? Could I do that? Look at the detail on that one. I don't think so, but what about this owl? That looks a little more my speed. It's also a beautiful fairy over here. Hey guys, check out this gnome. Don't you love this? Well, we're going to learn how to make something cool like that as well. We're back with TJ, our artiste here at Créatif.
Thank you for joining me.
Hey, this is fun. This is like a cool space.
Yeah, this is our party room.
All right, party room. You guys allow people to come in, throw birthday parties, holiday celebrations, all that
Corporate
cool
events
stuff.
and all that kind of thing.
All right, well today we are learning how to make this rainbow. Okay? This is gorgeous. It's not just a rainbow though. Look at this
it's
little.
also a little box as well.
Ooh, a little secret box for jewelry, and keepsakes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, one thing you were pointing out to me, because I am a little bit insecure about my art skills, but you were saying it doesn't have to be perfect.
It does not need to be perfect. This one was created by my 9-year-old daughter, and it is beautiful. And every little line doesn't have to be just right. It's her expression of a beautiful rainbow box.
Okay, so where do we begin with the rainbow box,
Well,
TJ?
I would suggest just starting with red and moving through the colors as I've given you on the palette.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and grab some red and start at the top.
Does the size of the brush matter?
On this one, yes, you really need to use a small brush because this is more fine skills.
Okay, is this one too big or is this a good size?
You can try and use that one, or you can try and use mine.
Oh, okay.
Just
You're like,
switch
let's switch.
Let's switch.
So one thing Kristen was pointing out, and this is something I love about art, is that it really is a meditative process, right? It allows you to tap into some of those parts of ourselves that sometimes sit tucked away.
Right. And everybody is an artiste, and we all have it inside of ourselves. And when you're here, this is a place where we want you to be able to let out that inner child, inner artiste that you are. And everybody does it. It's just that not everybody does artwork and painting and the traditional artist type of things, but we all do it. We do it all day.
Right. Well, one thing I think we lose as adults is, as kids, you have art class at school, so you do it on a regular basis. You do arts and crafts sometimes at home or with the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts.
Right.
But when you become an adult, you guys, all we do is work, right? We work a lot, and we forget that it's fun to play too.
Exactly. And this is why we brought Créatif here to Fort Mill, so that adults and kids can come here together. They can walk in, they can create something right off the shelf and paint up some amazing artwork.
So when you do this as an adult, does it remind you of what life was like as a kid artist? Because you said you've been painting your entire life.
In some ways, I have not lost that part of me, because every time I try to do something new like that, I always have to remember and imagine as I used to when I was a kid. And so I'm always trying to tapping into the child inside of me still.
Yeah. One thing we were talking about earlier is the incorporation of technology. In this case, we're using an art pad, but you could use your computer, you could use your phone, but in this case, we're using this art pad. And it really does give you inspiration, right? It serves as a guide.
And we have the rainbow box currently up has exactly like this, but we have lots and lots of different types that we have painted up already.
Oh, cool.
So when you're coming in and you're not quite sure how your owl was going to look, you could have done it like I did, or you could have done it like this. So it just gives you plenty of ideas. Because looking at a blank item or a canvas, that's oftentimes where I find that people come in, they don't know where to start. Yeah. And so the art pads and the creations that we have on the wall already, that's the inspiration. You see something that you want to do, and you can do it, and you can do it here. Either I could be helping you, my talented staff, or you can do it yourself.
Okay, I love this idea. In fact, I use a little bit of my creativity because I changed the order of the colors, which I guess you're not supposed to do with the rainbow, but you can do that, right, TJ here?
And it's your expression, and it'll be your rainbow box.
Okay.
And when you're done, you'll be taking it home with you.
Aw, thanks, TJ. Wanted to point out, you guys, that I did complete the pelican over here. He looks a bit like an angry pelican. I think it's the eyes, but it was fun. And I did feel a sense of relief, a sense of wonder since I've been here. If you guys work as hard as we do at WBTV, you might want to take a class, maybe bring your friends over. Girls' night.
Right.
Is something we could do.
We do workshops.
Workshops.
Right? And we'll all do the same painting together. It's instructor-led so that everybody will be coming home with the same thing.
Okay, we love that. Kristen, Mary, I think you guys could be really good at this too.
I mean, I like how you said a sense of wonder. Yes. You feel like a little kid.
I do. I feel like a little kid. That happiness, that giddiness you felt as a kid, it comes back.
That's
what's
awesome.
fun.
All right, Cheryl, you better bring that artwork back. I want to see it on your desk.
Okay.
She's like, I don't know. I wonder if I'll be able to make that happen. Cheryl, thank you. We'll be right back after this.